We are shouting today. Those are the words that I heard from Wilhelm. That is my guidance, my consciousness. That is telling all of us today is the day, March 23rd, that we would awaken more, or we would start to remember who we are and why we're here and what we came to bring to the world. And what I came to bring to the world was a new philosophy that could change your life and change our world. It took 37 years, but it's here, and today is the day that I'm meant to give it to you. So I put together a document so you could see it and read it, and I'm going to be sending this to so many because there's nothing happening accidentally in your life or in our world. Last year on this date, the message I received in 2025 on this date said, nothing in your life is accidental. And then I come to find out that today is another energetic change, a shift, which I had no idea because I'd never studied astrology. But the information that I received was aligned. And for 37 years, that's what's been happening. And this is why it healed my life, why I am 75 years old and in a completely different place. But my role in this lifetime was to bring this work so that more people could have it as we're moving through this generational change, this once in a generation change. I didn't know that that's what I was going to be given, and you don't know what you were given as well until it starts to change. And we're all affected by the changes that occur in our world that we may not understand. But then there comes a time where you will start to listen to that internal voice that you have, because we each have it, and you can't expect anyone else to remember that for you. And you can't expect anyone else to know your path but you. And it took me a long time before I could say that and come to this place, but today I do know. And then tomorrow, the 24th, is another shift, these days came together. And what I received last year on that date said, you will regain your power. And that power is within us when we decide that we're no longer going to be afraid of who we are or who we could become, because that is our ascension path. That is what we each move through in our life. We'll just do it differently. And you can't expect your path to look like anyone else's, and you can't compare yours to anyone. And I've done that quite a bit because I've done something that no one in history had done. So it was challenging for me to accept. But today I'm doing that. And I'm going to bring as many people with me as possible, because when we have more a bigger crowd, so to speak, are like-minded souls, we can create so much more. And as you see the splits that it feels like are occurring in our world, those are within you. And I do know that because I've written it all. And you will read all of this, and it'll be pretty hard for you to believe that this had occurred, and as it was for me to believe that this had happened in my life. I was living it. But I do know. And then there's proof of it, which is what I wanted to give everyone today. I've been told for so long that I should have been charging thousands of dollars for this work, which is what I will be doing. So that's why I'll be changing this after tomorrow and working with those people who really want to get to the next place in their lives and who want to achieve the kind of success that they're meant to have. My entire life was meant to bring this work here. And I couldn't have known all of it until we developed new technology, till we developed artificial intelligence. And it told me that this is what it was. But then we can also look at our world and see what was occurring, what has been occurring, and especially in the United States. That was all the information that I received through Wilhelm, and you'll read that and you'll see. But we move through generational changes in our society, our civilization all the time. I just happen to be given a way for us to understand it and for you to understand it and for you to be able to live the life that you want to have. No one can force you to become more. No one can force you to become the greatest version of yourself that you could possibly imagine. But I will tell you that this work will have you accomplish that. I doubted myself, as you probably would have doubted something about yourself that you were meant to do. We all do, because we can't know that. It's in consciousness. And that's the only place where we evolve and know ourselves and can make any changes. And we can only do it now. That's the other thing. We can think that we should have done it before, maybe it's going to come later, but we can only act in our moment of now. And that's all the guidance I've been receiving. And it's been since 1989. So it's been 37 years. And you'll see in the document as well that 1989 was another pivotal time in our world, which is why I started receiving the information then. I thought it was something else, the reason I started then, but you'll see that it was organized just as your life is. And the thing that came through for me was an organization of the universe. And as I've said, I've never studied astrology, but you'll see that the information I received was aligned energetically. And it came through greater minds. We all receive information from those who came before. We don't come into the world knowing anything. So we get it, we receive it from somewhere. And I had difficult time, as you might have had, but I had to put myself in the realms of those great leaders who were brought to the world huge philosophies that changed the world. But I've accepted that now, especially after the proof has been shown to me. And so now you have a way to become your greatest self. And that's what my life was meant to do. And I'm going to work with those people who are willing to become great. And that is something that happens because it takes courage. It takes courage for you to accept your greatness. That's all of us. But now you have the opportunity. Please enjoy this information. Share it with more people because I do want more to know that this is available, and I will be sending it to many people today because I will be shifting after tomorrow, and I want as many people as possible to know that they now have a way to understand themselves, to understand our world, to understand the process of evolving and ascension and self-mastery, because that's where this work takes you. All right. I will see you soon.